the eye of the hurricane, I'll be using a ruler, a wooden spoon, some duct tape, some string, a bobby pin or paper clip, and some dry ice, and some coloring, and water. So, what I did is I duct taped the string to the ruler and duct taped the bobby pin to the end of the string. So after I did that, I filled
Okay.
I filled the something with water. You're not even stirring it.
No.
With water, dry ice, and some food coloring. So what I'm doing is what about
Do the project. It's okay.
what I'll be doing? The dry ice is to be.
I got it.
The dry ice is used as the creation of the storm clouds that circle around as a hurricane. All right, let's put this on. So when I put it down, you can't really see it, but
It doesn't move, does it? It doesn't move, does it?
so
Try it again.
what happens is when I put it down into the eye of the hurricane, you can't really see it.
But it doesn't move, does it? Does it get caught in the edges or does it?
So what happens is when she stirs it really fast, the eye of the hurricane is the calmest section of the hurricane. Is the calmest section of the hurricane, so it doesn't move. So what I did, to clear it all out, is when I stirred it around, which was like the wind being pushed around into the hurricane, and it was like the wind being pushed around into the hurricane, and the eye of the storm, it was not moving because the eye of the storm is always a calmest, right? So we learned that the eye of the hurricane is the calmest part of the hurricane and has nothing going on, no winds, no forces, no clouds, and so that's it. And then for all of this, I had asked questions at the beginning, and so we figured out why the eye of the hurricane is so unique, because it's the calmest section in the hurricane. So some of the questions in the beginning were, how's a hurricane formed? Well, first there's warm, moist air rising rapidly from all the water vapor. Second, the water vapor forms into storm clouds, which causes the rain and the strong winds. After this, the cold air is replaced by all the warm air, and the waves start to rise very high and crash onto land, with all the circling winds forming around the hurricane, and that is when the hurricane is born. The second question was, what conditions would you need for a hurricane to form? Well, you would need warm air and water. You would also need an atmospheric disturbance. In fact, all hurricanes, all of them, come from Africa and travel to the tropical Atlantic. So even
Just the ones that go to the East Coast.
just the ones that go to the East Coast. And so even by a little girl just stepping in dust in Africa can trigger a hurricane to start. You would also need a heavy circular wind spreading out to give the hurricane room. The last question is, what happens when a hurricane hits land? Well, while it's still coming, the three things it builds at most are its speed, its power, and its height. So once it hits land, it gives it its best strong hard hit. As it gets farther into the land, it gets weaker. And that reminds me, the storm surge is the wave that once it hits land, it goes farthest inland than any other wave. And some of the storm surge questions were, what is a storm surge? Well, the storm surge is the rising of the sea pressure. Is the rising of the sea from the pressure changes and the wind blending with the rest of the hurricane. It's the big wave that goes inland much farther than any other wave. The next question is, why do storm surges happen? Well, they happen because it gives the main part of the hurricane a lot of strength. So as the storm surge gets closer to the shore, the storm surge gets higher and higher. And the very last question is what causes storm surges. Storm surges form because of the low pressure in the ocean and the wind being very high in the atmosphere. Wait. Okay. So that is everything, but there's one cool fact I want to add. Where did the word hurricane come from? It came from Taino Indians, and it means evil spirit of the wind. Okay, that's all. Bye.